All right. We want to welcome all of those that are following us live on our YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel, and I work with the communications department here at the board. I'm privileged to be here today. Of course, the main agenda here today is the loans application 2023-2024 has been opened up, and we have been receiving a number of queries from you, our people who are following us online, and we thought it wise that we would come and address it to all of us here. And today, with me, in the live broadcast, I would have said the studio, but this is our live broadcast today. I am having our dear executive director and the director operation of the board. I'm going to ask them to just introduce them and say hello to our followers here, and then we shall get started with what brought us here. Yes. I'll start with my next left, and then we shall go to the far left. Yes.
Thank you so much, Emma. Good morning, privilege to be on the live stream. My name is Michael Nyama, the student loan scheme, compliant with the Higher Education Student Financing Board 2024. This is the student loan scheme mandated to give out loans and scholarships to students who are pursuing higher education. So I'm the CEO, and I've been doing this job for the last 10 years. I want to say a very, very good morning to you all who are watching us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wanyama, our dear director. I will go to my far left and I also ask him to just introduce himself and say hello to our followers. Yes.
Yes, our dear followers, good morning to you all. My name is Pastor Kisto, Director of Operations at the Higher Education Students Financing Board. My job rotates around managing applications, loan appraisals, loan allocation, loan disbursement, and of course loan recovery. I'm glad to be here, to be able to assist our followers such that they can clearly understand what is required of them in order for them to apply for this financial assistance. A very good morning to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chizito. The biggest agenda here today, as I said, it's the application that has opened. But I'm sure there is someone who is following us today, and it's their first time to know about the loan scheme. So on that note, I'm going to request our ED to just give us a very, very a short kind of summarized way of what is the HESFEB. What is HESFEB? Someone would say, hey, HESFEB, what is it? Yes, sir, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Emma. And HESFEB, like you have said, is an acronym, but it stands for the Higher Education Students Financing Board. And like I said, this is the student loan scheme. You know, when you mention the loan, then it comes out very clearly. This is a body, government body. We can say, in simple words, it's a government entity set up by an act of parliament. And so it's among the agencies of government. We belong to the education and sports sector, set up by an act of parliament, primarily to give out loans and scholarships to students who are pursuing higher education. And we started operation in 2014. We look at funding students who are financially constrained. Government intended really to see how they can complete the cycle, starting from UPE, then you move to universal secondary. They later on added on what we call universal post-level education training that supports also students who are doing A-level. So at that level, most of them were now failing to complete the education cycle. So the intention of this scheme was to support those very students who had been supported by government from primary so that they complete the education cycle. So primarily, we lend out money to students to enable them go through higher education. And here, when we talk about higher education, we are largely talking about learners who are pursuing diplomas and also degrees. So those are entirely the people we support. So when you look at the intention, there were about four. To support unable students financially, to ensure that we increase regional balance in education, and also to support what we call critical programs that can spur economic growth. We shall be explaining to our listeners or those viewing us on YouTube what we mean by critical programs, because many people who are listening to us want to understand, am I eligible? Who is eligible? And I will be requesting my colleague, the director of operation, to really take us through who is eligible, because that's very, very critical. Those who are listening in, they want to know who can apply. But just for the beginning also, I want to enlarge on your question. You realize that we have just advertised, and this is now a unique year. Normally, we normally advertise around May, June. So these adverts that came out this week should have come out last week. That's the normal trend. Last year, it should have come out last year. That's the normal trend. But like we have been explaining, we didn't get money. We had not got any money this year. And I want to thank the government of Uganda, starting with the executive up to parliament, that eventually has been able to give us some money to fund learners in this academic year. And we're going to put emphasis to that, because which group are we looking at? I think I'll be coming over again. I don't want to dwell so much into that. We shall come over again. I just want to allow you proceed with the guidance. Thank you.
Okay. I think I'll get to the director operations. The ED was actually preempting some of the things I had already prepared here, but of course, like he pointed out, I will go to the director operations to just add on, like about the eligibility, because it's the biggest question that people are asking. I have just done my senior 6. Do I qualify? Someone is saying I stopped studying in 2018. Do I qualify? So I think let me give this opportunity to our director operations to just continue expounding on the point of eligibility. Then we shall come to the next segment of the discussion. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Emma. To begin with, the people who are eligible to apply for this money must be Ugandans, and they must be studying in a university or other tertiary institution which is accredited by National Council for Education. And they must be pursuing a program which has been accredited again by National Council for Education. For purposes of clarity, the board has put together, has approved a list of programs. Let's start with the institutions. Institutions which participate in the scheme. So the applicant must be in pursuing studies either in listed other tertiary institutions, and those are the government institutions, like the ones of health, technical, and then agriculture and conservation. Or health covers nursing and midwifery institutions, and then the ones. Then the universities, we have 2 categories of the public universities. All of them are on the scheme, and all the chartered private universities. So applicants must be very careful to ensure that the universities they are in or where they have picked admissions are chartered, because there are those which are licensed and not yet chartered. Then on the side of programs, we have 16 disciplines which the board has approved. That's where we pick programs like engineering programs, agriculture, statistics, healthcare, medicine and surgery, nursing and midwifery, laboratory studies. There are programs of education, programs of pure sciences, and then computer, all programs related to computer and computing, statistics, I mentioned it. And then we have programs of special needs education, where we have picked 3 programs. We have Bachelor of Education in Special Needs Education and Bachelor of Teacher Education in Special Needs Education. them, due to the limitations which they may have in their life, they are allowed to pursue any program that they can manage, provided that program is accredited by National Council of Higher Education. I talked about someone being a Ugandan, and that means a national ID becomes very important for any applicant to apply for the loan. We are we are we have opened the advert for people first year. So our colleagues who are continuing students who are in year 2 and other years, you may need to help to hold on a bit because we have not received funding for that category. We are looking for students of first year for academic year 2023-2024. Now, if someone has an admission for academic year 2023-2024 and is in the first year, is eligible. Or someone who has an admission of 2022-2023 but applied for third year, and therefore that person is supposed to be in the first year in this academic year 2023-2024. That person. But our friends who just sat A level last year, whose results are going to be released today, are not yet eligible. Their opportunity will come around May, June. Just as it is said that the call for application should have come a little earlier, but it has come a little late. So don't worry, your time will come. This is for those people who start their A levels in 2022. Now, other people who are eligible are those students who have certificates and want to pursue a diploma, or those students with a diploma and want to pursue a degree, or those students who finished A level and want to pursue a degree, or finished A level and want to pursue a diploma. So if you fall in that category, please remember, we shall emphasize it, the advert is running for 2 weeks, effective 4th March up to 15th March 2024. 2024. So you only have a few days remaining. Apply and submit your application. Thank you.
Allow me, there is a program that he didn't make mention of, but which allows our friends who have done humanity or arts courses, as we normally say. This is hospitality and the tourism discipline. Yeah, because emphasis has been put on science areas, like the ones he has been mentioning. But over time, the body is also opening up the landscape. We do serious analysis and get to know which programs in humanities are very critical. So guided by the National Development Plan 3, we have opened up for the students who want to do hospitality and tourism and leisure discipline. The universities give them a different nomenclature. So, but so long as the degree that you want to do falls under that discipline, you're also eligible to apply. And this goes to largely students who have done arts combinations. And like he was also putting emphasis on special needs. Those are also normally done by students who have done arts combinations. So we don't want, and even the few IT programs that are also done by students who have done arts combination. And maybe just to put emphasis, whatever program he has mentioned that degree is mirrored at the diploma level. So if you're doing any program in diploma in the disciplines that the director has mentioned, you're eligible to apply.
Thank you very much, Eddie, and our dear Director Operations. A number of things have been pointed out, and I trust that you must have picked out some of the things that our Director Operations and, of course, even what the ED has supplemented concerning the eligibility aspect, because those are some of the questions that were coming through very, very many times, but I know now there is a clear kind of line that has been drawn. But maybe one more thing, I think this one I will ask to Mr. Bosa. someone is asking, can I use my NIRA recommendation letter or registration form in the place of a national ID? Because on the requirements, I think you even cover in the requirements that are required for someone to be able to qualify to be part of this scheme. In the requirements, an ID, a national ID, is a prerequisite. It's a required document for you to be able to apply for this loan. But there are some people who are saying, I have a recommendation letter. Am I able to use it as my national ID? The recommendation letter is from NIRA. And also I have the registration form, this that we use to register for the national ID. Am I able to use that and apply for the loan? And of course, on that, you also add on more requirements as we get to that. Yes, Mr. Bosa.
Thank you very much, Emma. The people who have NIRA registration forms or letters, those letters are accompanied with a NIN, your national identification number. That's what we specifically look for, because that's what will come with your national ID. So for the time being, you can use that as you process your national ID. The most important thing is for you to make sure that you have a NIN, national identification number. These days, people who have registered for birth certificate, they have names. Even if you've not yet processed your national ID, you have a NIN. That's the beginning of identifying you as a national, as a citizen of Uganda. Then other requirements are photo, for us to be able to attach a face to the application. Present your admission letter. You must scan and attach. Then you also present your O-level and A-level pass slips or certificates, because they give us an insight into your previous performance. Then you need to attach your sketch map of residence, where you stay and where you come from. So that's residence and the place of origin. Then you also attach, if live parents are alive, you attach their national IDs. You are an orphan, you attach a death certificate of your parent or parents. If you are disabled, you attach a letter confirming the disability, and that one would prefer to even attach a photo to confirm or to show us the area which has issues. Then, if you have ever got a scholarship, for instance, you attach all those documents, such that they help us assess your needs, your financial needs. Then, if you feel there is any other important information that you feel that we need to look at in order to understand your situation, you also attach. But basically, those are the standard documents which we will put in the form, which you need to present to us in order for us to make an assessment of your financial needs.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chizito. And of course, as we are continuing, please note that on our website, that's www.hesfb.go.ug. If you visit that website, you'll be able to see much of this information that we are talking about. Because why we are talking about it is because someone can come up and ask, and then we are able to elaborate more. But if you went on our website, that's www.hesfb or hesfb.go.ug, you'll be able to read much of this information and even more information about the loan scheme. I will still get back
Emma,
to Mr.
Let me
Chizito
just say something
to add
very
on something small. Yes, please.
about the website. Even if an applicant puts in student loan scheme, it brings the website. Whatever you put in related with the student loan, the website will have. So don't labor so much to cram. No, you put in something leading you into
Yes.
getting something like website. It will come.
Yes.
And then you click on
Yes, of course, to add on, still we also have our social media handles, and our social media handle is at HESFBUG. That is HESFB Uganda. Even when you look at our screen, below you are able to see the details, how you can even get to reach back to us and be able to talk to us. We encourage interaction because it's very important. Where there is communication, there is understanding, you know. So I want to go to the next thing, and someone had asked me a question. I think they were talking about, I am in my first year, first semester. They have already applied, they already registered, they got admission, they go to to school, they are studying. They ask, am I eligible to apply for the loan scheme and continue with my studies? And then another one says, I'm in my third year. Am I eligible to apply for the loan scheme and continue? I will start with the ED, and then we shall get to Mr. Chizito.
Yeah, thank you. And I think this is what the direct operation was applying. The target group for this advert that went out is the academic year 2023-2024. And we are already aware that the majority of them are in second semester. Okay. So we are saying largely in public universities and also some other private universities. Yes. You have gone through the first semester, you are in the second semester, but your future is bleak. You really see you're struggling financially. And government indeed gave us this money because they knew there are many who joined on the hope that the board is going to advertise. So that's our very, very targeted group, academic year 2023-2024 in first year. In first year. The group that is in the second year, third year, fourth year, we normally call them continuing students. Yes. And I can only say it's very unfortunate that we didn't get the funds. We had asked for the funds to support them, but we didn't get the funds. Should these funds be available to us in the future, perhaps we shall pick them on along the academic path. They will be in third year, fourth year, and that kind of thing. So, just for emphasis, this advert that went out is for the first year. We also are aware that there are few private universities that have just called in learners in the month of January. So those are in this academic year, 2023-2024. But like my colleague said, the ones who start senior 6 in November, December, whose results are coming out today or this week, they should wait. Let them not panic and think we have left them out. We shall be advertising for that cohort along the year. And normally we do it in May or June. So we want to say, don't panic that you have been left out. The parents, you should not panic. What we are doing is to address the plight for those who joined last year. The ones joining academic institutions for diploma degree this year, we shall advertise around May, June.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Edie. I know now that is much emphasis, and I trust that now it is picked out, and you now know if you're eligible, if you qualify to be part of this cohort. I call them cohorts. I think I'm right, Mr. Bossa. They are cohorts. So if you qualify to be part of this cohort, please go ahead and visit our website. Like Mr. Chizito said, just go on Google and type in student loan. Immediately, HESFEB will come up, and then click, and then look for the button that says apply now, and then click apply now, and you'll be able to be part of the applicants that are applying, and then you wait for the vetting and all the process as it's going to go on until we get to announce the student loan scheme list.
But allow me put some emphasis on that.
Okay,
Yeah. You know, I want to start from where you ended. We are not receiving hard copies. All those listening in, viewing us, we are not receiving hard copies. We stopped receiving hard copies 3 years back. Previously, you would deposit your application form at any branch of Centenary Bank. Now we have made it simple or simpler by just going online like you have advised. When you visit our website, you'll see apply now, and step-by-step process. It takes you up to the final end of it. So kindly apply wherever you are using any system that you'll have. We don't allow applicants to come here. You don't need even to come here. So some people panic and they think when they come here, they increase their chances of getting these loans. No, we don't want to see you. You don't need to see us. Just apply. The application form is quite detailed. with all the information that we need to require from you. So long as you're authentic, so long as you are factual, then we base on that information. And maybe allow me also use this information at this platform to say, give us the true information as asked, because this information is verified. Director of Operations said one of the things we require from them is to give us information regarding where they come from, where they stay, and the district of origin where they come from. The basis of that is that we verify this information. We visit their homes. And should we discover that the part of the information you have given to us is false, you automatically disqualified. So don't lie to us. Don't make your parents dead when they are still alive. Because you think when you say I'm an orphan, it increases your chances of qualifying. So we want to state categorically that be factual, be truthful, state exactly what pertains to you to increase your chances of getting these funds.
People who call themselves the orphans, there are people whose some of whose parents, who, according they say, are as good as not alive or dead, and say, my dad is as good as not alive. He's not looking after us. He's like not around. So I thought that would better present my situation that my dad is dead. Please say he's alive, but he's not helping. Yes. Oh, you try to put somewhere some information that can help us understand that situation. It's likewise, don't call yourself disabled when you are only using glasses, because you are using glasses to collect maybe some sight alignment, but it is not a permanent problem that disables you. It's not a disability. To be short-sighted is not a disability. To be long-sighted is not a disability. So please, if you are disabled, let it be clear that you are disabled. Maybe you have a broken limb, you are an amputee, maybe you are deaf, you are blind. Clearly describe medically that you are disabled. Don't call yourself what you are not. That will help us understand your situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chizito. He has pointed out that people like falsifying, but they normally say that the 40 days will catch up with you. You will never get to lie, because when you lie, you have to keep on lying until you get to that. So be truthful as you're filling this form. It is purely online, like the ED has hinted. Purely online. Visit www.hesfp.go.ug or go to Google, like Mr. Chizito advised. Look for HESFP.
There is a student who spent the night on the bus.
Yes.
And he was here at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Apply. I told him, please can't get a computer and apply.
Yes.
You don't need to see us, we don't need to see you.
Yes.
Your documents will speak louder. So we want to encourage you to stay wherever. Even these phones can be very useful to scan. You don't need to look for a scanner. If you have a smartphone, you'll be able to scan all your documents under that. If you have a computer, then you upload to the phone. And it's as simple as that. And the system is very interactive. If you find any challenge in the application process, our telephone lines are open. They are everywhere. Our viewers are seeing. You can call. We shall support you from wherever you are. And we shall be glad to help you to ensure that you are able to apply. When you apply, submit. Submit. Let me say that your application will not be complete until you've paid a processing fee. The processing fee is 53,000, payable to DFCU Bank or Centenary Bank, and then you attach it. When you submit, the system will tell you you have successfully submitted first payment. When that doesn't come, it means you've not submitted. And you don't have to open so many accounts. So open once, get to know your email address and your password. That you can even save and get onto it another time when you are ready. So please don't panic, but use your time very, very profitably because the time for application is limited.
Wow, thank you, Mr. Chisto. Someone has asked online, are the students from diploma upgrading to bachelor's with admission to private universities of the semester starting in August 2024 eligible to apply? I think Mr. Chisto already hinted on that. And also the ED pointed out that there's going to be also an opening in June, the normal way we've been opening up, because we realized that last year there weren't loans, and then that's why there's this intervention that came up, like the ED pointed out. So if you've just joined us, that has already been pointed out, and of course,
Private universities. We had explained that we fund students in all public universities and private chartered. Currently, there are more than 40 licensed private universities, but those that are chartered are 13. And when you visit our website, we may not run through them. You'll see those universities, private universities that are chartered. Yeah. So if you are admitted in any of those, then you're eligible to apply. We did make mention of that.
Thank you very much, Edie, for adding a voice on that. But I wanted to just point out something, and I think this is also because we are even in the month of the women. I want Edie to say something about the affirmative action on the girl child.
Yes, in Uganda, indeed, a girl child is considered very important. And there is a saying that has been on that when you educate a girl child, you have educated the nation. So as a board, we have also put a lot of emphasis on the girl child, and especially a girl child who is doing sciences. So the chances of a girl child succeeding to get a loan are very, very high. So for affirmative action, we normally give them even extra points in the scorecard. So I don't want to steal exams for them, but I just want to encourage them that they are highly taken on by the board. They're highly considered. That's not to say that we disadvantage the boy child because we don't want to reach a space where now the boy child will also need affirmative action. But we're just trying to balance. Statistics has it that the girl child doing largely sciences are fewer than the boy child. So we are trying to upscale it, to bring it to that level where we can say there's fairness in ensuring that the girl child who applies. So I want to encourage the girl child doing the programs or disciplines that we have mentioned to apply. I want to give you an absolute assurance that you are highly in our scorecard favored. So the chances of success are quite high. And there you are. Please use this chance to get funding from government, which you will pay later. And just on a lighter note, I also want to say we are seeing even the girl child in repayment. They are being more, but we shall talk about repayment later. I shall talk about repayment. True. And we demonstrate how the girl child is paying back more than the boy child. Thank you.
Can the ED also add something about other affirmative action?
Yes. Why not? Why not? We indeed we have done a lot of affirmative action in even areas of course, persons with disability. That one we have already explained. So long as we confirm beyond reasonable doubt that the information you have given us, you are indeed disabled, you automatically get a loan. We don't leave out any person with disability. Like my colleague told you, persons with disability are the only group that is allowed to apply for any program that they have been admitted for. And that's very critical and important. Now, we are also aware that there are areas in this country which are hard to reach in all forms, be it education, be it health, be it whatever. So we have also given them affirmative action to mention districts that come from northeast, covering largely the area of Karamoja. In our scorecard, they are normally given a very fair consideration. Districts from north, when we mention northern region, you know, the Acholi region, the Lango region, Then when you go over River Nile, the West Nile region, they all given a special consideration on affirmative action grounds. So we want to encourage, when we consider them through our scorecard, we again put aside specific slots to bring them at equal levels with other districts. So I don't want to explain much more because people may now start saying my home district is Kole, or my whole home district is Beam when he comes from Abudaka or Mbala, that kind of thing. But we just wanted to say, in terms of affirmative action, we have worked out with equal opportunities to see what are those points that they consider to bring someone on a fair playground with others, and we really take them on seriously. Maybe if I've left out something, he can also add on.
The ED has only left out the relations of the districts of Buvuma. Buvuma, we know you are doing it not so well, but please, we want to encourage you to apply because we have a special consideration for both of you, Buvuma and Kalangala.
All right. Our time is running very fast, and I've seen immense comments on our channel. I want to thank you all that have followed. We are coming to the evenings of our broadcast. It has been a wonderful time. If you've just joined us, please, I've seen questions.
No, if you allow me, in all the questions, can you just allow me use a minute?
Please, sir, go ahead.
Because when people asking for this loan, they say, "Are you going to cater for my accommodation, for my meals?" We wanted to bring it out categorically clear that the loans that we give you cover what we would call fees largely. We enable you to be in class, so we cover your tuition fees, functional fees, research where funds are available. But for persons with disability, we also enable them with what we call assistive devices, in aids and appliances in the law. Now, when you apply and you are successful, you will get this information straight away on the day we conclude our activity through your phone, SMS. It will be on our website. It will also go in the print media. Most importantly, this money is not given to you. You'll have to sign an agreement with us. And this money is directly remitted to an institution. I wanted to put emphasis on this because I know there are children, there are learners who don't inform their guardians that they have gotten this. They apply thinking they will get this money on their accounts and maybe keep on asking for fees from their guardians, but also keep on remitting this money to their accounts. No. The moment we sign an agreement with you, because we're aiding you to be in class, you don't need this money with you. We remit this money directly to the higher learning institution where you are studying from. So I thought this is very important, and just for in a way of concluding, I know my colleague would also want to put emphasis on something.
I want to say that, as it is said, it's your family that will cater for your meals, for your accommodation, for your pocket money, for your study materials, and so on. So ours is keep you in class. Theirs is to help you go to class. So that's the cost share. Yes, this is a loan. It is a loan. It's not a bursary, it's not a scholarship. We want to emphasize it. It's money that someone will have to pay back. So as you apply, you are taking a loan.
Wow, I've been smiling to myself. He did prepared so much that he has been reading my next question because I had prepared that I'm going to ask, what does the student loan cover? And he had already taken it. Anyways, thank you very much, Edie, for the clarifications and also the voice added on the loan scheme. Just know that this is a loan. I will also just repeat that this is a loan. Many of us, we are thinking this is a scholarship. It is not a scholarship. You're getting money that you're going to pay back. So think about this option. If it's going to work for you. If it's not going to work for you, please do not go for it. And at the end of it, all you start having issues paying it back. But it is open. If you have made the decision, go ahead and start applying. The application is ending on the 15th. Many of us have been asking why the short period of application. I think we have now gotten the answer to that. It is an intervention to the people that did not get the loans in the last year. So with those few remarks, I want to just get to my guests and have them say their parting shots, and then we shall call this morning.
Actually, now my party notes are again picked from your last sentence. Why a short period? Because we are trying to address the plight of those who are already there, and very soon they will be sitting for their end of semester 2 exams. So we want to ensure that we go through the entire process before they start the exam. We enable them, and neighbors pay for them so that they are free to do the exam. I want to encourage you to apply, and also to caution you not to go through any third party in the process of application. Outside there, sometimes we get fraudsters who lie to people that they know us, and they're able to, using the word to connect, they use that word, they're able to connect you to us. I want to tell you that we don't have anybody who works on our behalf. We don't have agents on this scheme, especially at the university, at the district. No, just apply directly to us. Your form will reach out to us. We shall assess you depending on the information that you have given us. And when you are successful, we shall inform you. Don't bring in any other matters relating to I want to be helped in order to get a loan. This is your money, and we are very transparent. We are very fair in the entire process of looking at evaluating these forms. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I will get to Mr. Chizito to also give his parting shots, and then we shall call this.
Sorry, the ED has exhausted everything that I needed to talk about.
Yes.
ED, thank you so much for emphasizing those remarks because they are very important. We don't want any person to receive in Uganda that they are going to work for. Thank you very much.
Well, that is it. You've gotten kind of a clear picture about the loan scheme. And of course, if you still have more questions, don't you hesitate to contact us on the screen, on the contact that you're seeing at the bottom of this screen. We shall be readily available to help you. And of course, also you can go to our website. You know, you can reach there and read something, and even you don't need to call back, and you already got the answer. So with those few words, we want to call this a morning. I hope it was a good one for you. Some of your answers have been answered. I remain Emmanuel, your host for this morning. Have a good morning.